Hey everybody! So I finally decided to go ahead and just suck it up and do another. I shouldn't say suck it up, that sounds awful. I decided to just go ahead and do my video tonight. I have my PJs on. Or as I taught my daughter, I taught my kids that we're not calling it PJs, we're calling it loungewear because I work from home from time to time. So, part of the joy of working from home, I get to be comfortable whenever I feel like it. Not that I don't love dressing up, but I like to be comfy. So I'm wearing my loungewear that I'll also sleep in, known as pajamas. But I really wanted to go ahead and do another live stream today because that's a goal for myself to up the live stream I'm doing because I have this burning desire to share all this stuff. So, to share it, I gotta get online. So here I am. So I've mentioned in other videos, I really wanted to talk about something that can jumpstart all of your mindset work like that. It instantly pulls your vibration up so much and just gets you to that energy level that you need to start attracting abundance and attracting your proper clients and attracting the project ideas and just getting out there. And that tool, that thing is gratitude. And I know that is something that sounds a little cliche. It's like develop an attitude of gratitude. It really is true though. And what I'm saying is no matter where you're at in life, no matter how low, depressed, frustrated, how many hurdles, who you have to deal with, crazy people, no matter what, no matter how much of your life you are having to carry as a burden on your own, no matter where you're at on your journey, on your path as an artist, as a person, you always have something to be grateful for. Always. And I don't mean in terms of big pictures, be grateful for the fact that you woke up and you're breathing today. Because let's be honest, if you are down and depressed and struggling, you might not think that's something to be grateful for. So I'm not even talking about general stuff. I'm talking about very specific things. You always have something that you can be grateful for. And you just have to be open to it and be thankful. There is nothing too small. And I think that is a challenge. A lot of times when people think gratitude, they're thinking grateful for something huge and magnanimous and dramatic and awe-inspiring. It doesn't even have to be that. It could be at any level. Any level. Any level. And the simplest, smallest thing, if you could just find anything to be grateful for, anything, simplest, smallest thing, that counts. Things I have taught myself to recognize and be grateful for. And that's the thing, you're just recognizing it. It's like we talked about in the last live stream, talking about how being open and being aware enough to see when you are actually getting what you want. It's the same muscle, being clear enough and open enough to be thankful for something, for anything. It doesn't matter if it's big or small. Finding ways to say, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful that happened to me. Anything. I've had big things. So just today, things I am grateful for today. It sounds so old school, but it really does make magic. I worked a long day today, you guys. I had a long day. I got up early. I have a lot of little critters, so I got up early with my critters and then went to a gig that I do, my side hustle. And then I had rehearsal, which is amazing, which is so funny. And came back here, and the critters were sick, and I had to feed them, and I had to feed myself. There's so many things that on a day-to-day basis that I have to do. And I know that I'm not alone. I know you as a creative entrepreneur watching this, you are out and about. You're trying to put together an art career or whatever your chosen art form is, even no matter where you're at, either you're just starting or you've been doing it for a while, or you're still trying to make a profit, you're still trying to convince family what it is you do, wherever you're at, you're out trying to find time, carve out time to actually create the art that you are building a life on, while at the same time you have bills to pay. So you may have a side hustle, you may be asking people for money, you might be a parent, you may or may not be married with children, you may or may not be single. You have so many responsibilities and worries and challenges, and your day constantly, all day long, from sun up to sundown, it's go, 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 go. Even if you are in between gigs, then it's constantly trying to figure out, how am I going to sustain this? How am I going to make this work? Which is worry. Worry takes a lot of energy and burns calories too. So I know I'm not alone when I say I have busy days. You're a creative entrepreneur. I know you have busy days. A lot of you are creating a creative life on the side of your full-time responsibilities. So to take that in, you're working 2 careers at once. You're exhausted. I get it. I totally get it. I am exhausted every day. So we are busy people. And when you're very busy, when you're exhausted at the end of the day, it's a challenge to be able to say, I am so thankful and I'm so grateful for what I have, when all you want to do is sleep, all you want to do is lay down, all you want to do is curse somebody out. Sometimes that happens. All you want to do is you wish you could find someone to blame or numb yourself. It's just something. And I can still tell you, no matter what, you can still find something to be grateful for. At the end of the day, even if you've had like the worst day ever, while you're going about through your day, you can look back at your past if you need to. Say you've been working on a piece, say you're an artist and you've been painting a piece and it's been taking you a while and you've had people asking you why you bother. Maybe someone said something very critical about your piece and you're feeling bad about yourself. But while you're in the moment of creating, if you're creating this new sense of gratitude, there's going to be a point you work on something, maybe a technique or maybe a picture in your mind or something, and start thinking back. Let your mind wander as you're like working on the piece. Why not let your mind wander? Who is the first person to inspire you to create something? Who was that person? Someone inspired you. Someone inspired you. Take a moment and be grateful for that inspiration. Take a moment to be grateful for the first time that someone acknowledged or complimented your art. Even if it was like 30 years ago. Just take a moment and think about it. Who was that? Do it right now. Like while we're thinking about it. The first person to compliment what you did. So like you shared something and you got positive feedback for the first time. You can be grateful for that, because maybe that triggered a whole lot of your life and your decision making. So if you're struggling, go back to what you're grateful for. Be grateful for if you were able to make a deadline, or you were able to pay a bill. You know what? I'm really grateful that the check came in. I'm really grateful that I was able to pay my bill this week. Even if it was just one bill. Even if you're able to just pay one and the rest of them, all are going to be late. But you know what? Thankful that I was able to pay my internet bill. Start small. You know what? I'm really thankful that I got the education that I got. I do say that a lot too. Go are you? I have an undergrad and a master's. Go fight for 2. And there are some days if I have had a just slap crappy day and I can't think of something immediately, I will often think back to, I'm so grateful for my education. Facebook helps with that because sometimes I'll get a little reminder. Another time to remember or be grateful for, if you think of a person or you think of an event, because sometimes you'll be going through your day and it reminds you of something. I have that a lot. Like you'll hear a song or you'll have an event happen and it gives you a little bit of deja vu, or it reminds you of something in your past that you really enjoyed or that inspired you or made you so happy. Take the moment. That's a sign. Take a moment to just be like, I'm so grateful that I have that experience. I do that often. I still keep up with a lot of friends I have really amazing friends from college, from undergrad, from elementary school. I run with tight circles, you guys. Like, I still keep up with like my high school theater group. I run in tight circles. I'm grateful for that. I am so thankful. So whenever someone from my friend circle, either from my current friend circle or from the past or people that I grew up with, when something amazing happens to them or something reminds me of what we did, I think of the fact that I am in touch still with all these amazing people that inspired me and we grew up with and planted the seeds of where I'm at today. And I'm grateful for that. I am thankful for my education every day. I'm thankful. Not everyone gets that. So I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for the work. I'm thankful for the people I know. I'm thankful for friends, even if I haven't talked to them in a million years, it feels like. But I'm so thankful of all the times that we've had together. So if any of you are watching this, know that on a daily basis, I am grateful for all the fun times, the goofy times, the times that you guys bailed me out. If you are struggling like just in general right now, you're building a business, you're building your creative career, and it's frustrating, and you're seeing things in the news, and the economy's down, and it's so frustrating. Even now, I know you have something to be grateful for. I recently had someone... This was off. Send me money. I was having trouble waiting for a check to come in. And the struggle is real. If you're a creative entrepreneur, just getting your ebb and flow and making sure your bills match up with when the money comes in. And someone saw that I was having trouble and just sent me money. Said, you know what? I love what you do. I love the stuff you're doing. I'm going to help you out. I can help you out, so I'm just going to help you out. She said, this is not a loan. This is a gift. Here, go ahead and do what you need to do with it. And I was so grateful for that. I'm grateful for any time. If you're struggling right now, I know that someone has offered or extended a helping hand, even if you don't know them, even if it's tiny dollars, even if it's only $3, even if it's only a smile and a handshake, even if it's only encouragement, it's being like, you know what, I'm thinking of you and you're going to be okay. Be grateful for that. That counts. Take a moment and think about it and be like, you know what, I'm really glad that got me over that hump. If those don't work and you still can't think of anything to be grateful for, be grateful for things in the moment. In the moment, as you're walking through your day. And remember, you're an artist, so you notice details. You noticed how things look. You're paying attention to the world. If you're not paying attention to the world around you, you need to start doing that. But I know you are, because you're a creative entrepreneur. We pay attention to everything. As you're walking through your day, paying attention to all the amazing things around you, be grateful that you can see it and feel it and use your senses and smell it and take it in. Enjoy and marvel at the beauty of things. Be grateful for it. Just be grateful for it and say, like, this is so beautiful. I'm so glad that I'm experiencing this right now. Oh gosh, like when I'm walking around, I have to walk a lot. I do get out in nature and walk a lot. And every time, a couple things are signs for me, like butterflies are a good one. Anytime I see a gorgeous, gorgeous butterfly, I always stop and really just take it in and look at it. And I'm like, that is gorgeous. What a gorgeous moment, especially if it's landing and if the lighting is hitting just right and the sun is on it. And I just find myself saying, I love this. And I am so thankful that I got to see this little picture, and I try to file it away for another time. It's minor. And sometimes I'll have one of those days where that might be the only thing I'm grateful for. I'm like, really grateful I saw that really cool butterfly on the lantana bush. Fine. If that's the only, if you can only think of one thing, it still counts. That's the wonderful thing about gratitude. It doesn't matter what it is you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be something huge. It doesn't have to be about winning the lottery. It doesn't have to be about your wedding day. It doesn't have to be like I sold a painting for $10,000. It doesn't have to be I was cast in a Broadway show today. All these things, yes, you can be grateful for if they're happening to you. But the little things count to raise your vibration as well, which will help you get to those bigger things. Like savings, like it's a savings of gratitude. So the little things count too. Today I found, like, after my long day, I was grateful for spending time. We had an exploratory rehearsal today. So first time I really started laughing and talking and dissecting and creating the world that we're going to live in for this play. And it was so much fun. It was amazing. We came up with great ideas, and we're really starting to see the characters develop. I am grateful for that. I am grateful for this cast of amazing actresses and this production team of amazing women, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I get to be a part of it. I'm literally thankful, and I feel like my energy cup is overflowing that I am surrounded with such fun and energy and light and talent, and it gets me going. Yeah, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful I had gas in the car. It was great. I had a full tank of gas in my car. That doesn't always happen. Sadly, it doesn't always happen. But the fact that I got to drive around, because I just filled it yesterday, and I was driving around, I'm like, this is great. I love having a full tank of gas. I don't have to worry. I don't have to wonder, do I need to get there? That's a way less anxiety that I have to deal with. I am so grateful for that. So there is something that you're grateful for today. Oh, excuse me. I'm grateful that I have some tea in my kitchen so I can hydrate later. And also wine for another time, which is not hydrating at all. But it's a thing. I am grateful for my children. I talk about my children a lot because I love them. And I talk to my son. It's not my week, so I talk to him for something. And sometimes I'll just watch them and say, like, I am so grateful our paths have crossed. I'm so grateful that they exist. And they exist in my journey as well, and I am theirs. Like, that's amazing. If you have family, same thing. Like, look at your family, even the ones that are really crappy, and say, you know what? I'm grateful that I learned something. Even if all that, you still can't find anything to be grateful for. Okay, be grateful for the things you don't want. And this is where people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I watched this woman so far. But seriously, be grateful for the things that happened to you that were not good, or were hard, and were challenging and depressing. There is a way you can be thankful for them, because in that heartache, in that sadness, in that tragedy, in that brokenness, you can find, and you will find, some new strength, some new change, some lesson, some transformation, something that you can use because it's yours. And even if you're going through horrific situations, and when I say that, I'm not saying that, well, I'm glad that happened to you. You're not saying you're glad that painful things happen to you, because if they're no fun, you're saying that you're thankful for your ability to pull a lesson or to pull joy from that thing that happened to you that you didn't want it to. And you're grateful that you're able to do that, because you are. And you're allowed to pull joy and happiness and abundance from anything that has happened to you, even really awful, crappy things, because if it's happened to you, it's now part of your story, so you can do whatever you want with it. And you hear these stories over and over again of people who live through awful, awful, traumatic situations, and they dug deep and they found an inner strength that inspired them to take action, to be an activist, and to educate other people to make sure that it doesn't happen to anyone else, or bring awareness to it. And they seem to have this huge energy source. Like, how do they keep going? Because they are finding a way to take what happened to them and turn it into a different story. They are changing their story, and you'll hear people saying, I am grateful for the new story I get to tell. They're not saying they're grateful that they had trauma. They don't have to be grateful for that. They're saying that they're grateful that they have the power to do something different with it. They have the power to change their story. So yeah, you can be grateful. You can find gratitude even when it is a traumatizing situation. So what I'm laughing. My phone is yelling at me. They're like, it's like, I need power. So to sum that, you can find something to be grateful for, and even if it feels hokey, do yourself a favor, and every day. It doesn't matter if you do it before bed or as soon as you wake up. I do it both. I do it all moments of the day, like any chance I get. And just find something to be thankful for. Anything. Start with one thing. Start with one thing. But I know there's a lot. Any day, any given day, no matter who you are, and even if you are in the worst situation, you will find something you can say, I am thankful that I had that. I am thankful for things that have gone before, that even if they didn't end up the way I wanted them to, that they brought me amazing memories while I had it. That's something to be thankful for. I am thankful for all of you. Anyone watching this video, you're watching it in replay, you're watching it live. I am grateful for you. I am thankful that you have allowed me on your screen for this long. I am thankful that you have accepted my invitation to share the knowledge that I've known. I am grateful that I get to influence and inspire you to create something amazing, and I can't wait to see your art. I can't wait to see your projects. I can't wait to see what you create, and I'm grateful that you're doing it. So there's always something to be grateful for. Always, always. And the more you do it, the quicker your vibration goes up, which will bring more things to be grateful for every single day. So that is it. That is my big live stream for today, and I'm glad I did it. All right, I'm going to get back to lounging, because this is my loungewear. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.